Okay, it's beer o'clock again on the Real Ale Guide. Today's beer is a beer from Sigtuna Bryggus from Sweden, and it's the Sigtuna Midvinterblot. 8% ABV. You might remember me doing this last year. It was in a big pint bottle. This time out it's in a 330 centilitre or 33 centilitre. They've changed it for the 2012 version. There's a picture there, it's a paw print of a brown bear, and I've just been speaking to Johan a few hours ago about this, and it's a Swedish tradition. It's almost like it's folklore to these guys. Really enjoyed last year's version. Give it a search, give it a look, but looking forward to trying this because apparently it's been improved somewhat. It's slightly different. Okay. Nice bit of smoke there on the bottle, on the opening. Get into my nice snifter glass. Oh yes. It's been a while. It has been a month or two since I had that classic Swedish look to a beer. It's a dark tanned head, chocolatey in colour. The beard is perfectly black with nice small carbonation rising up the side of the glass. Ooh. Look at the conditioning, look at the way the beer. I think when it comes to Norwegian, Swedish, Belgian kind of stouts and porters, it's all about the look, it's all about the mouthfeel to add to the great taste. It's one complete package. Look as I'm swirling the beer around in the glass, you've got them small bubbles prising away and then rising back up and sticking to that head. It looks lovely. It's pitch black, there's no light coming in whatsoever. Let's give this one a nose. Oh, it's just that, I'm really excited. It's been a good month since I've had a Swedish Russian. No, it's not been a month, it's been a few weeks. The last one was really hoppy. It was from Mohawk Brewing Company, and it was their whiteout stout just a week, about 10 days ago. That was an imperial stout but with lots of hops. This is just roastedness, this chocolate, but I get really excited with this wonderfully complex beer that they brew in Sweden. The Russian Imperial Stout. Cheers everyone, keeping out them cold nights. Cherry, hint of cherry, loads of roasted bitterness, coffee, chocolate, caramel. It's a little bit vinous on the end. Cocoa beans. It's absolutely divine. Absolutely divine. Beautiful light to medium mouthfeel. Oh, it's corking. Absolutely corking. The mouthfeel is... It's not as kind of luxuriously kind of big and thick and smooth as some of the other beers I've had in Sweden, but at the same time it's in between that light and luxurious thickness. It's a kind of light, well, it's in between that. It's light and creamy, but it's refreshing at the same time. Oh, it's lovely and hoppy. Traditional hops in here. Maybe some Fuggles or some Maris Ottos and absolutely slipping down the treat. What I like to do at this stage of the review is wash the beer around, give it a good rigorous swirl, just to release all of these nice aromas. And pow, it's a mixture of vinous and just coffee, rich chocolate and coffee, caramel. Oh, it's a wonderful aroma. I don't want this review to end. I don't want the beer in the glass to end. It's a little bit, it's going to catch me out, this one. It's 8% ABV and it's absolutely flying down. So then that's the next thing I want to talk about, is the kind of way they brew these beers, where there's no hint of alcohol at all. Obviously you know you're drinking alcohol because your eyes start to kind of go all over the place after a few beers. But all of a sudden, probably, I don't know, 20 minutes time, I probably won't have the same speech levels. I won't I won't be able to walk in a straight line. But that's because the beer is so drinkable. It is so drinkable for 8% ABV. Okay, we're 6.5 minutes into the review. There's not too much I can pronounce on the back of here. I can pick out chocolate, caramel. There's even the word Pilsner on the back of here. So if you're watching from Sweden, it says bruised P with a symbol above the A, Pilsner, and then that chocolate, caramel, harvest malt, Muscovado soccer, desserter. So maybe they're kind of aiming this at kind of a dessert beer after a meal. But I won't carry on trying to read Swedish because I'm not very good at it. It is actually, as it says on the back of the bottle, named after or themed after a grizzly brown bear. I'm looking for an email or a web address to give you guys for Sigtuna because they're a wonderful brewery. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem to be on the bottle. But I mean, if you were to pause the video and Google that name, I'm sure it would come up pretty quickly. And you could probably look to order the beer if you possibly can. I'm just going to quickly talk food with beer, because when I first started reviewing beer, I always used to try and pair the beer with food. And over the last couple of years, I kind of phased that bit out of the review. But when they mentioned on the back the dessert beer, what if I was to have this beer not as a dessert beer, but with a main meal, what would I choose? And I reckon some nice, strong truffles cheese, some nice, just a cheese board. I'd have this beer with a cheese board and with some nice crackers, and I would sit and I'd spend an hour and a half just playing around with different cheeses, mixing it with a beer, finding my favourite, and then cracking another bottle open. Yeah, cheese. Strong cheddar cheese or a cheese board with this would go really well. I'm going to give this a final thought and a rating. For me, it's a wonderful beer. It's a wonderful beer. I know I enjoyed it last time, but it was probably the beginning of 2012, and I can't quite remember it. But I know I enjoyed it. I think I give it a 9 maybe, or a 10 out of 10 last time out. I'm going to give it this time, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. It's a wonderful beer. Please check it out. But put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to my daily beer reviews on YouTube if you like, and cheers.